Hello everyone, welcome to another Power Talk with Archana. Today we are talking about corporate communications, public relations, and what it takes to be in these big schools. I have with me a very special guest, Mr. Harshendra Singh Vardhan. Harshendra is a part of my professional network based in Gurugram, India. Harshendra is a corporate communications specialist with around 15 years of diverse strategic communications experience. He aces the art of developing and managing the corporate public relation activities across various media. Harshendra is rewarded with a splendid career as the head of public relations and brand communications at the world's largest fertilizer cooperative federation based in India, called Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative Limited, also known as IFCO. Harshendra enjoys gardening, meditating, blogging as his go-to favorite pastimes from his very, very busy schedule. Let's start our journey with Harshendra and see the colorful world of public relations and communications through his eyes. Hello, Harshendra, how are you doing?
Hi Archana, I am fantastic. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for gracing
That's
my
great.
show with your presence. Thanks a lot for coming on board. So, we'll start this journey with you. Tell me, keeping in mind the creative campaigns that people come up with PR and communications, this has definitely diluted the distance between brands and consumers. What are your thoughts on
Mhm.
this?
See, anything which a brand needs to say to communicate, basically, and best communication is treated as best when both sides listens it, right? So, I mean, it is very important for a brand itself to listen what the consumers are talking about, consumers want, right? And of course, consumers need to understand what the brand is talking about. So it is very important to both the sides need to understand very in a very appropriate way and in appropriate time. Actually, timing is also very important. I mean, you can't expect a brand like Boeing or a Vistara talking about travel or tourism during these COVID days. That's
Absolutely.
utter nonsense. So its timing is also important, and what exactly needs to talk about, that is also very important. And now to devise a campaign, I mean, campaign is nothing but basically a strategic way to define what exactly you want to do has been delivered to the audiences, right? So for a very good nice campaign, you need to know what are my target audiences, who is whom I am targeting right now, whether what is the age group, what they do. I mean, all those things needs to know. That's part of a research part, which is basically one of the strategic part of the campaign building.
Yeah.
So target audience, then what is objective, what I want to convey, what is my message, simplify the message. The
Yes.
most simplest messages are very easy to grasp. So I
Right.
mean, if you will become more creative, right, then it will actually go above the heads of some people, right? I mean, end of the
Correct.
day, we are 130 crores. So there is an X number which any brand or any marketeer or anyone is trying to target. Okay, this is my target, and this is I can achieve, right?
Right.
So objective is also very important to define your objective. I mean, until unless you have not defined your objective, whether you want to just communicate something, whether you want to turn that thing into a revenue, whether you want to just inform something, whether you want people to go and buy out something, whether you want people to go and log into your website. I mean, the objective needs to be very clear. Then of course, apart from objective, what budget you have. See, budgets are very important in the entire episode, entire gamut. Budget is something which is very important. So I mean, it is very important to know what is in my kitty, what I can
Yeah.
spend and what I can leave for the next expenditure. right? Or investment. We generally name it as an investment, not as an expenditure. So finance people always term it as, oh, this is an expenditure, whereas
No.
we always regard this as an
Yeah.
investing in a brand actually, right? For a campaign, to develop a campaign so that it reaches to the audiences. Then the content, what sort of
Yeah.
content I am trying to build. If I need to communicate something to my specific audience, so it is very important to know what content you need to develop, right?
Right.
And in which way the content needs to be developed. And the best part is that what engagement I can draw from that content, right?
Absolutely.
So now, for example, 15th August is coming. So now you will see from the next week onwards, every will start, talking about mm, Independence Day, patriotism. People will start talking about Desh Bhakti,
Yeah.
jingoism, full of. So every brand, whether it's a shoe brand, whether it's a broom brand, whether it's a mosquito repellent, whether it's a car,
Yes.
whomsoever. So that's a part of a brand manager's job, that to connect that, make a content which is relevant to that brand and it is targeting to the audiences
Very
again.
right.
And after that, once you have created a content, it is very important for you to make sure that
Yeah.
it is engaging. It is very important to that it is engaging, and engagement needs to be there. And how the engagement will come? When you will share that brand. So initially,
Right.
when the social media was not there, so at that point of time, it was, radio and television used to be there. And so people used to make sure that, within a 60-minute time period, I will, bang in with 10, insertions, or I'll bang in with 20
Yes.
insertions. Still also, you will see that these, brands like Coke or Pepsi, they always come up, during this, cricket series or a
Yeah.
festivity series, right? And they bang in, continuously bang in within 60 minutes, so many times.
Right.
So people get
Right.
engaged, right? But now the trends have changed. So it's a digital era. So you make the content such that, it is engageable, right? People come and, reply to it. They are more engaging to it, right? And then whatever the budget you have allocated, and whatever the money you are spending on the content or the messaging for the brand, you should also understand, as a brand manager, or as a person taking care of the specific brand or campaign, is that this should be value for money, right?
Right.
So something like, need to understand whether we are looking for the volumes, whether you are be looking for specific targets. So that is, need to be, need to take care in your, this part of the brain. Like, it is very important for you. If you have missed out that, then you will, do something randomly actually. So
Yeah.
it is very important to note down all these pointers, which are very, very important. Very basic actually, and
Right.
they are basically available in our textbooks also. If we go and start, reading through any of the textbooks. But the important point is that how we make the content, what is my strategy, and then once every all these steps we have taken, then it needs to be shared with people, right?
Right.
Once you share with people and make it shareable, right? Making it shareable is very important, because once you make it shareable, it have a high probability of uh, going viral. So
Right.
once a campaign goes viral, it is very, very, very clear that the brand gonna gain lot of traction.
Yes.
The objective which you are trying to achieve will be achieved very fast, right?
Right.
So when I say very fast, means it's actually very fast, right?
Yeah.
Because people are very impulsive. We are also,
Yeah.
people, when I say people, say I and you both, everyone is impulsive.
Yeah.
As you said, that
Absolutely.
people are looking forward for shifting to Mysore. So people are impulsive. they will try to seek out, which is the best internet connection, availability, transport, transfers, everything. So it is very important. And a lot of people ask this question, that how to make something viral, right?
Yeah.
So my response to that question is always that I personally believe that every content is viral. You
Yeah.
can
Absolutely.
viral that content, but you need to understand how to make it viral. There are technologies, use the technology. Of course the content has to be very good, but the technology needs to be there.
Yeah.
The SOPs we define for making the content shareable makes it more viable. I mean, it becomes it comes to that frame of reference where it can become viral.
Yeah.
And end of the day, whatever campaign you are doing, the promotion needs to be done. So you
Yes.
have to define that 360-degree mode, right? Right from TV. I mean, from the, I mean, one person needs to understand that how day starts. Like my day starts, I mean, waking up in the morning. I mean, for a normal person, for a target audience, you wake up in the morning. The first thing, I mean, these days now we do is that switch on our phone and see what is happening.
Yeah.
So your
Yeah.
content should be there. And then
Yeah.
after that, if you're switching on the TV, the content should be there. The campaign should be there. You are going, to read the newspaper while having a cup of tea. The content should be there. The campaign should be there. When you're going to office, you're switching off the radio, the campaign has to be there. You're
Right.
outside, you're while traveling on the roads, the campaign has to be there on the billboards or the cross
Yeah.
sections or the red lights, wherever it is. I mean, if you're traveling to a metro, the campaign has to be there. So it
True.
needs to, put up such that it covers the 360-degree. Like it covers everything. So it covers from in the morning 5 a.m. till you go back to sleep. So that
Absolutely.
is how you promote it. So once you have done
Absolutely.
all these steps, I mean your campaign will, I mean, my opinion is that your campaign will never get flopped, or
People.
will not listen it.
Yeah.
And there is a very big tendency also, once you listen something, even if it is irritating, you start loving it actually. So
Yeah. It grows
I
on
mean,
you.
that's
Yeah.
that's that's very practical insight.
It
So
does.
it's, yeah.
Great, amazing, amazing pointers out there, Harshendra. I mean, we really love listening to all this. I think there's a lot of back end work for all the PR people out there. I think the very points that you spoke about, the simplicity. I think the simplicity of what you put forth for the people to understand, I think that really gets the ball rolling. If you are getting into something which is very hi-fi, people don't understand, they don't relate, you don't touch upon on their emotions, it's gone. It completely falls flat. You're absolutely right there. And of course, you need to be there everywhere. You need to make your presence there felt everywhere across to your consumers. That's how they know who you are and what you really want from them. So there has to be a call to action on what you decide. Amazing, lovely.
Absolutely, that's very important. Very important. I'll share an example, very small example.
Sure.
I mean, for example, you are doing a campaign for, let's say, a cream, right? And you have spent so the brand of of your product, and it just coming from X very big brand, and it's going down the line. You have done super work for 2 days. The very next day, people will go to the market, to the shop, and it is not available there. If it
Yeah,
is not available there, then people will go and pick up the other brand, because they understand that
absolutely.
this is important for this function. So they said ki,
Hmm.
oh, agar ye nahi hai to wo de dijiye. So
True.
it has to be, that is why I said it has to be 360, things needs to be, it has to be 360 approach. Yeah,
Absolutely.
over to you.
Lovely. Great. So, we love listening to you. So, I would love to remain mum and keep digging into your gray matter. It's so full of information and enlightening. We'd really love it, Harsh. But, going forward with what you mentioned, it's all about the back end work we are talking about. A lot of planning, a lot of organizing, the marketing campaigns, the content, everything. But all said and done with, the public relation officer is quite the face of the organization, the company they're working for. So what do you look for in a public relations officer in the front end? What are the your expectations from them?
See, I mean, public relations is something like, I mean, my belief is that you cannot go and teach something.
Yeah,
It's something like, I mean, it's something inside you.
yeah,
The very, very basic thing is that you have to be a good communicator, right? You have that, skill and, will to communicate with people. If I don't want to talk to you, right,
yeah,
that's a basic thing. I mean, you have that will to talk to the people. Go
yeah.
getter. The mindset should be like, I want to go and talk to the person, right?
Right.
If you'll not do that, the basics, you will not be able to fulfill the basics, the basic requirements. You cannot
Right.
be a good communicator. uh, then, I mean, very important thing, right, is that you should have the capability of reading, writing,
Yeah.
and will to understand what people have written, to make comments on that, critically analyze that. Analytical skills needs to be there.
Yeah.
And then patience. I
Mm.
always tell people that you have to be patient. The results don't come immediately. I mean, a
Yeah.
PR person has to, uh, mm, uh, uh, the person should come up with questions actually, right? If I don't have questions, I won't be able to, find out the solutions for that, right? I mean, for example,
Absolutely.
in a crisis communication, somebody says that, okay, make a plan for a crisis communication for, your XYZ places. So, I
Yeah.
mean, for that, I need to, ask myself a lot of questions. If I will not be able to ask questions to myself, I cannot build it. And then, see
Absolutely.
what exactly foresightness has to be there. Then reading, of course. If I'll not read, I'll not able to do the primary research. I should do
Yeah.
primary research. A PR person should be, have a tendency to do a lot of research also. I mean,
Yeah.
for example, if we need to pitch a story to some ex-journalist, I don't know that journalist. So I need to go to the Google or any search engine, try to search about that person and go deep inside, like, what that person is doing, what is education, for what that person is writing, what is the style of that person's, which style that person writes. So these things has to be there. This is part of a research actually. Then you have to be very patient, right? Results don't come that easily. So that thing should be there in that person, whether it's a boy or a girl. And of course, a good personality. You should not be a dull person. You have to be very active, happy, happy faces. I mean, if you will not speak to me a smiling face, or I will not speak to you with a smiling face, I think probably next time onwards you will not even listen to me, or I will not listen to you. यार वो तो बंदा
Yeah.
हमेशा ही शक्ल बना के रखता है, right? So PR person has to be like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It is not important to whom that person is talking. I mean, hardly
Yeah.
matters. So because you meet a lot of journalists, right, in
Yeah.
your life. That's a basic thing. Senior journalists, junior journalists,
Yeah.
colleagues, all those people are there. So you should know, how to formulate your language. The person has to, have the knowledge of, what we say, that etiquettes of talking to people, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what is the simplest etiquette that person should have? And I think these things can be learned. These are the, skills which can be learned actually. But the basic thing which comes from your inside is that, my activeness, me as a communicator. So these things we look for a PR professional, I mean, as a person. But again, there are certain things which are very, very important for a PR person. Maintaining, doing follow-ups. People don't do
Yeah.
follow-ups. You have to do follow-up. You have to do follow-up again and again because it's your job. That's part of your job. I mean, you should
Absolutely.
know at what point of time you have to issue a release.
Yeah.
You should have the tendency to follow the SOPs. The
Yeah.
first and very important thing, you have to be a good learner. If you
Yeah.
cannot be a learner, you cannot make others learn, right?
True.
Uh, if you cannot, do a follow up with a journalist, you cannot send a mail to a journalist or anyone,
Yeah.
I mean, who is into the media. If you are cannot listen to people, you have to be a very good listener also. I mean, for a PR person,
Yeah.
very good listener. You listen things, accumulate in your brain, process it, and then revert. That's why we always say that, okay, sir, I'll get back to you within an hour, within 3 hours, end of the day, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, something like that. So these are very basic things, which are part of a PR professional. There are certain set of skills which can be learned very easily. There are certain set of skills you cannot make people to learn, right?
Yeah.
But that comes, from within inside. I mean, that hence makes someone to choose that particular profession, right? And of course, your personality has to be good. You should be. When I say personality means when I talk to someone, when you talk to someone, people should love listening you, right?
Yeah.
They should love engaging with you, love interacting with you. So I mean, that's a basic thing. And then we have a lot of books which you can open it and you can learn a lot of things, how to make a press release, how to issue a press release.
Yeah.
These days, I think one another important aspect which I look for a good PR professional is that the person should be digital friendly, should
Yeah.
be available on all social media platforms. I mean, a
Absolutely.
lot of juniors. I mean, I keep on giving lectures to various institutes in journalism and mass communication and PR marketing. I always tell people that if do you have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram account or not? YouTube is not necessary, but you should have. One is Twitter, two is Facebook, and three is Instagram. Must. If you have to be a PR person, if you want to become a PR person, you have these three. You should have these three because these are the places which gives you insights these days now.
Yeah.
I cannot. If I don't have a Twitter handle, I don't know what is trending, what is not trending, which is the journalist is talking about what stories that person is doing. And of course, Facebook enhances your networking.
Yeah, it does.
Networking in a very informal way, very casual way. You can become friends with people there, of course. And then you have LinkedIn. People share their lot of professional things on LinkedIn only. But I mean, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, I think these three things must in a PR person. What do you?
Absolutely. I feel that's quite right. Making yourself available on the social handles is absolutely very important because that's where you build your business. You come to know what's happening, what's rich in the market, and where you need to tap on to make a space for yourself. I think that's really important. Very well said, Harsh. Harsh, we've seen a big change, a big time change. We've grown up, with the traditional mass communication endeavors that goes around. We've been so used to the print media, then came FM, and so many things have changed over the years that made any product make their space available for consumers to know who they are. But now the digital marketing has really taken a big time leap and people are loving it. But do you still miss those traditional things? What are your thoughts on the effect it has created on the
Oh, that's
campaigns
very, very.
today, on the
So, see, I believe that yes, of course, digital is a very new to us, to all of us, and of
yeah,
course, it's a very good, result oriented in a very short time. But I
hmm,
still believe that you cannot forget all those traditional ways of communication that will
Absolutely.
always remain with you, because it is end of the day, it is only technology, right? So technology can fail anytime, right? I mean, it can fail anytime. Reaching technology to the remotest places also takes time. I mean,
Yeah.
so we just cannot, as a communicator, we just cannot depend only on digital technology. Digital marketing, digital things are absolutely fine. I mean, I don't have any idea, and I think it's very good thing also, because everything is on your handset and on your mobile. It becomes very fast, uh, instant, uh, shareable. But
Yeah.
my only concern about when we talk about digital marketing is that it's authenticity, right?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is still authentic. We have concerns about verification. We have concerns about ethics. If a brand is talking about something, I mean, a lot of social media platforms are giving you blue tick or red tick or yellow tick or X tick, whatever it is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's authentic. But you know, when we talk about masses, when we go to masses, not everyone look for those verifications or authentications, right? So in
Yeah.
my opinion, I always take it as a little caution on whatever we are sending on on digital platforms. But yes, of course, I will always prefer these days to use digital platforms in a very wider way. But still,
Yeah.
I am a very big supporter of the traditional ways. And for
Yeah.
example, like in PR, you can follow a person on Twitter, you can follow a person on Facebook, you can talk to that person, interact with that person. But it is very important to develop a relation when you go and meet that person. Like, I can
Absolutely.
interact with a journalist for, let's say, 2 years or 3 years, but I cannot develop that sort of understanding until unless I go and meet that person, right?
Absolutely.
I always term it as digital marketing or digital world make us give us connections. They don't give us relations actually. We
Very
get
right.
relations from the traditional ways, right? So that is
Absolutely.
why I say that we should have a good combination of both of them.
Yeah, I think that's quite right. We have to have that kind of an impact, and the older ways of communicating with people, there are a lot of, a major chunk of people who still love to grab their newspapers in the morning. They would like to, tune into FMs and listen to what's happening. I think, and that is where we make that connection, which is long lasting. Going and meeting people for Diwali, the New Year's, or, even the casual meetings we do occasionally, I think that really leaves a big time impact. And as you rightly said, it's not about this connection, it's about maintaining those relations. I've always told people, I have worked with so many companies. The only thing that I really, really thrive on that gives me good night's sleep is my connects with my management even now. It's been so many years
Hmm.
I've been around. But they know Archana is there in Bangalore and they can count on me. And I know if I'm visiting Delhi, I know I must meet them before I leave Delhi. Amazing, lovely. Great, absolutely right. So tell me, Harsh, when we're talking of you've mentored so many people, you've spoken to them, you've given so many talks about how people should be conducting themselves in public over PR and everything. When we talk about business talk, because you've handled a very big portfolio for IFCO. So when we are talking about business talk, what are those 10 things maybe that can really be very impactful in a business conversation? Something that has really helped any personnel to develop a captivating business talk.
See, yeah, exactly. See, the first and important point, I mean, I always mention to everyone is that you have to be a go-getter, right? Which is very
Yeah,
important for a business communicator. Because if I am not a go-getter, I cannot initiate any sort of conversation, right? Mm, mm, Considerate. You should be considerate enough, to uh, go and approach that person. Be precise.
Yeah.
be precise what you need to communicate, right? Objective, you need to define your objective. I mean, for what reason I am communicating, right? As a business communicator, I mean, as a client servicing person, you have to be very soft, well versed with soft skills. You should have those etiquettes, and presentable. This is, I mean, very basic. Then you have to be, something like, who can ask questions on various issues, and that
Yeah.
comes only when you are reading, when you are writing something, when you're reading something. These pointers, and and these, when you club all these pointers, I mean, no one can define it like, okay, these are the specific pointers, but yes, there are certain basic things which you, if you do in a sequence, then I mean, it becomes very easier for you. It's a combination of a clarity and a confidence, which only
Yeah.
comes when you are reading and writing. So that is why I said, no, there is no one single point which is valid for everything, right? So
Right.
you have to do a mix and match of everything, and then of course, you should be knowing your business well, right? You should understand your business well. You should be in the business itself, because if I don't know what is my business, and what I'm talking about, I cannot actually initiate any conversation or reach to any. You have to be a very good negotiator also,
Yeah.
have certain skills of a negotiation, because while talking to each other, we negotiate several times and we don't even get to know that. Even
Yeah.
giving a chance to talk is a sort of a negotiation, right?
Right.
So that has to be there. Then again, patient, you have to be, patient enough to understand that, okay, it will take time.
Yeah.
These so I mean, I think these are the very basic things. And then, whatever you are doing, I mean, wherever you're going for any sort of communications, you should have a, knowledge of budgets also, a little finance, because I mean, end of the day, you are doing a business talk. So business
Yeah.
talk is not valid until and unless, you have that little bit of knowledge of budget or revenues, with you. So these are the, basic things which, all together, when you combine them together, then it makes a very good business communicator.
Right. I
Over
think
to you.
very well said. Yeah, very, very well said, Harsh. You're quite right there. It has to be, it's a complete package, actually. There is nothing one pinpoint or any set rules that we can pinpoint here. It's all about how well read you are, because you need to know a lot of things. You need to know about, finances. You need to know about revenues. You need to know about the political status. You need to know about what's going on in the other countries, how China, everything. It has to be an amalgamation of so much that brings together a business talk, which makes it very engaging, very interesting. Not to forget what you're really targeting at. It's these are all, it's like salts to the conversations, but you also need to know what exactly you want to hit at. Why did you initiate that conversation exactly? I think these are things that are really important, and they really take forward the conversation and build a relationship that can be really long lasting, and that's what we all want at the end of the day. Great, amazing. Harsh, also tell us one thing. I mean, we are doing these PR activities, so it's all happening in the forefront, a lot happening in the back end. But once we've established that connection, now what? What are your thoughts on that? What next needs to be done by a PR professional to make sure that connection develops into a good relation?
Okay, I mean, I said that, it is very important to develop that one-to-one relationship, right? For a person, once you have developed a connect via your online transactions, or your exchange of messages, you should go and meet the person, listen to that person, try to understand a little bit of, knowing the body language. And then
Yeah,
of course, keeping the target in your mind, that what is the target I have in my mind. I need
right.
to understand that also. So once that is done, then sharing. You should have a very
Yeah.
good this habit of sharing with people. So even I am getting connected to a good media person or a media person, so I should share news with updates with the person, be a very
Yeah.
regular interaction with the person. Because if you will not a regular interactive person with the that specific person, you will be not able to mm, get the result when it is required actually. Because that in that case that person will
Absolutely.
see that this guy or this girl or this lady comes to me only when that this person needs have its own requirement, right? If I
Right.
need some data, they don't provide me data, right? So you should have that habit of shareable. Once you write a press release, very important for a PR person to know the timings of a press release. Make sure that person has got the press release. Follow up a very regular mode. Then do follow-ups with call, WhatsApp messages, SMS, whatever is convenient, and whatever you feel that okay, that person feels convenient with this sort of system.
Information.
So
Yeah.
and you have to make sure that whatever message you have given to that person have got it, and that person is actually working on the message, right?
Right.
This is very basic, which is very basic, and I
Yeah.
find these very basic things missing these days. And then
Yeah.
as a good PR person, you have to have this this thing of how you're managing the media lists, media accounts, how you are generating media reports, how you are analyzing those media reports, who is doing what story, which press release of your company or agencies was published by X number of newspapers
Absolutely.
or print, who has not done it. If the person has not done it, then why they have not done it, who is the specific person who is not doing it, or the specific media is not doing it. So
Yeah.
you do it when when you analyze it, and you can
Right.
only analyze it when you have that will, or a skill of doing the same, right?
Right.
So to become a good PR person, you should, I mean, these are very basic things, right? And a lot of places I find these basic things missing also.
Yeah. Quite right. I
Yeah.
really love listening to these tips. I think this is what really makes a PR person, that after your job is done, that is where your job actually starts.
Yes, actually,
That is
that's why
most
that's why
important.
sorry, that's why we say that a PR person works 24/7, 365.
Yeah. Yeah. Very
So
right. Very right. Lovely.
initially you will try to pitch a story. Once a story is done, then you will try to maximize the story, right? And then of course you have to acknowledge the person who has done the job
Absolutely.
for you, done the story for you,
Absolutely.
acknowledge the print,
Absolutely.
acknowledge the media, the medium, so the persons, the key people within that channel or within that chain. So you should
Absolutely.
have that skill that acknowledges others. If I'll
Yeah.
keep on saying, my mentor and my ex-boss used to always tell me that a best PR person is always who will never come on screen. So
Yeah.
a PR person actually works from behind the screen.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
uh,
Mhm.
if you will get to know that this is a PR, then that is not a PR. A good
Yeah.
PR is which a person cannot come to know that this is a PR.
Wow. Amazing.
So
Yeah.
that's how you define the PR actually. Yeah, over to
Amazing,
you.
lovely. I think these are absolutely wise words, and no wonder you are with this company for past 15 years. I would really want my audience to know Harshendra has been with IFCO for past 15 years. I think this is something really commendable, and for our generation to know, to learn from. It must have been one hell out of a journey to be with one company all along, and to be handling such a
It's
powerful
no,
portfolio.
it's very. I mean, I'm so proud that I am working for the world's biggest fertilizer cooperative, and world's best leaders I'm working with. who give you full 100%, judgment power to do
Wow.
things, know things, and do the things down the line. They
Yeah.
always are behind your decisions. They always back up your
Wow.
decisions. And it's always good to, I mean, it's for me, I mean, I don't even get to know that how these 15 years have gone, because
Yeah.
these 15 years means, I mean, IFCO is in every village. Every village. I mean, I can give you in handwriting anything like that. IFCO, we are present in every village of the country, and
Wow.
because we are part of every farmer's heart.
Yes,
So it
absolutely.
becomes a very proud moment for you that you are serving the country by some or the other way, right? Because you are part of the farmer's life. You are actually
Absolutely.
working, to change that. You're helping him out, and you're serving him all together across the country. Of course, he's serving the country, he's serving the nation. So it's very important for us to see that food chain working. I mean,
Absolutely.
that food security feeling which is there.
Wow.
So it was
Wow.
very exciting. It was very exciting,
I'm
and
sure.
huge amount of learning. Huge amount of learning. So how the people behaves in different languages, different
Yeah.
states,
Yeah.
how people eat, how people behave, how that affects their communication skills, how people communicate with each other. So it's regional plus national plus politics plus traditional plus literature. I mean everything.
Wow.
So it's a very
Wow, you're a
it's a
lucky man.
confluence of every emotion you have actually.
Yeah. Amazing, amazing. You've been a lucky man, I must say.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I think
Accept our
I do say
congratulations.
that. Thanks so
Yeah,
much.
accept our congratulations for being a stalwart in the industry. You're handling the portfolio. Amazing, really amazing. Tell us one quick question. You've been with so many people, inspired so many people, helped so many people, doing what you're doing. I'm sure it's amazing for you, and we feeling so happy. What is that one thing that gives Harshendra his good night's sleep? Of course, we know that you're very good with gardening, you're very good with meditation, but that one thing that really says, okay, now I had my day, I loved it. What is it that gets you going?
See, very simple thing. My fundamental of life is that in a day,
Yeah.
have I helped even a single person or not?
Wow.
If I make sure that per day I'll at least make one person, fulfill their dreams. So
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot, of course, you know, makes people's everyone's wishes come true. But of course,
Yeah.
have you helped a single person or not? So that's
Wow.
basic. I mean, and the second, which is very important, that have you done your job today well or not?
Ah.
This is very important. So something will not come to you and and force you to do things. Of course, yes. I mean, there are certain chances, instances when you are due to do that. But I mean, as a person, as a professional, you can grow only when you have that skill of doing things of your own, actually, right?
Right.
So if I in a day I am not able to help someone, I am not able to do my own job, then I feel that it's a wastage. It's a waste of the day, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I keep on telling to the new graduates or my colleagues also, my juniors, my friends, everyone, that understand what is your job and do your job. That's it.
Right.
Complete your job properly and then look for another thing. That's the
Right.
best thing. If you have done your job well, आपको कोई टेंशन नहीं होगी. If I am
True.
not my job done, I've not done my job, then of course very basic thing. अरे मैंने काम नहीं किया, मैंने ये नहीं किया, मैंने मेल नहीं भेज पाया, मैंने वो content नहीं
True.
दिया. So this will keep
Bilkul.
on roaming my head, right? So these are the two basic things, and of course be always happy. There is you can't change people, you can't change situations. The only thing which
Yeah.
you can do is that do things well, do things right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if something wrong is happening, you don't have that power to change that thing. The only thing which you can do is that do your thing properly. That's it.
Amazing.
And
So
then,
inspiring. So very. Please go on.
yeah, I mean, and then wait for the next thing to happen, and that's what we call,
Yeah.
say, that patience. Have patience.
Yeah. 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 Reap the fruits of your success, of the hard work
Absolutely,
you've done.
absolutely. Because I mean,
Lovely.
someone, someone has said rightly that there are no shortcuts for the
Yeah.
success.
Yeah. Right. मेहनत
That's it.
करके ही आगे बढ़ना पड़ता है. With
Absolutely,
dedication.
absolutely, absolutely.
Amazing, amazing. So good to keep listening to you. It's so amazing. It's so inspiring. We really loved to touch on the personal side of your life. Thanks a lot for coming on board and speaking to my audience. I'm
My
sure they have
pleasure.
lots. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to love it and learn a lot. I have learned a lot. Absolute pleasure. Thanks a lot, Harsh. Thanks a lot.
Thank you
Can't
so
thank you
much. Thank
enough.
you so much,
Have
Archana.
a wonderful life.
Same to
Thank
you. Have a
you.
nice weekend to you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. That was Harshendra Singh Vardhan for you, the man who's made commendable contributions in the area of public relations, broadcasting, media, advertising. He is definitely the king of the trade. He knows the trade tricks and he also knows what it takes to stay in an organization for as long as 15 years. It has been an amazing conversation, a very enlightening, lively, engaging conversation with him. What does it take to be a good PR professional? Learn from Harshendra. Listen to the conversation, very interesting conversation I just had with him. I hope all the pointers that he has brought today to the table will really help you become a better PR professional. I wish you all the best and stay tuned for more.